So, our first question for you, Dr. Dyer, is why did you choose your field of study?
Okay, well, that's an easy one, even though it's kind of convoluted. Like many students, I actually didn't have a clue what I wanted to do when I entered university. I had an idea, but my idea was completely different from where I ended up. I actually, when I was in secondary school, I went to Bishop Anstey High
Mhm.
School, and I was good at sciences. So I said, well, I'll do sciences. And then I kind of gravitated towards chemistry more than any other science because I like to cook and I like to work in a
Yes.
lab. So I thought I would end up working in a lab.
Hmm.
And I began, so I started UWI, I did chemistry, maths, physics. And then I stopped doing the physics because I said, well, all right, let me just do chemistry and maths because I was good at maths. And both my parents were actually teachers, but
Oh,
not in
wow.
mathematics or any kind of science. I am the only, well, some people say like freak in my family that I do sciences and I like maths. I'm good at it.
Okay.
And I decided I got a moment of clarity in a final year complex analysis class that what I wanted to teach was maths, and I wanted to be a lecturer, not just a teacher at secondary school. And to do that, I would have had to get my PhD and all these things I understood eventually.
Mhm.
But what I loved about mathematics is the clarity it gives you. There's structure, there's logic, there's an answer you can get. And that's what
Well,
made me choose it, I would say.
yeah, that's amazing. I really do understand because I think also recently did complex analysis and I started to like it and I was completely surprised. I
It's a
didn't
beautiful
expect to.
subject area. It's actually
Yeah.
my favorite, complex analysis. My favorite
It
because
made
it has
me,
both pure and applied maths in it, and
yeah, it
lots of
makes you think.
applications. Yeah, certainly it does.
All right. And now on to our second question. What words of advice would you give to the upcoming woman in this field?
I think the most important thing to tell anyone is not to let anybody tell them that they cannot succeed. If somebody tells you, well, you decide this is the career that you have chosen, and somebody comes and tells you, well, no, I don't think you'll make it. That's the worst thing that you could tell someone. And for somebody to believe that they cannot make it in something that they've dreamed about, that's
Hmm.
something that can actually stop your growth. So what I would advise people to do is to dream, to aim for the stars and to try their best. All you need is hard work and determination. And success
Yeah.
might be right around the corner. And sometimes you kind of get bogged down in the fact that the job market looks bleak, things are competitive. And when you go to your graduation and you see this host of people graduating with you and you wonder, am I going to make it?
Yeah.
But it's true that sometimes you have to work hard to get your goals, and you may not start in your dream job. That's important to know. My first job was actually working on the Port Authority of Trinidad, and
Wow.
I was filing papers, but I learned from that job. It taught me discipline. It taught me how to be orderly, and these things helped me eventually in my job as a lecturer. But it wasn't where I wanted to go. So what I tell people as well is to take the time that it needs to keep bettering themselves, keep improving your qualifications and your skills, and eventually the opportunity will come for you. But the most important thing I will say is hope. To hope and to keep your dreams in focus at all times because success, as I said, could be right around the corner. So
Wow.
that's the best that I could say.
Well, I think that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. I hope that the women viewing this will heed your words and they will keep pushing and striving to do their best. Thank you so